Hey, what's up, YouTube pipe community? Community. Did I say community?
Community.
Chet and Nick here with another Chet and Nick show.
Boy,
What's wrong with me? Chet
I
and
think
Nick
you've had
show.
way too much coffee, Nick. What do you got in your coffee?
Anyway, we're smoking some Orlick golden sliced. Really nice tobacco there. If you haven't had any, check it out. You won't be disappointed. It's got some Virginias in it, a little bit of Paris, and natural sweetness in both taste and aroma.
It does taste good.
Yeah, it does taste good. It's got a good. I like it. I've smoked that before. That's in my rotation.
What does it say on there?
It says a high grade fine tobacco.
Fine, high grade tobacco. Does any of them ever say low grade tobaccos?
I don't know. I don't recall one.
What was that noise I just heard? Is that your stomach?
Oh, it's a motorcycle. There's a motorcycle outside, man. Anyway, I went fishing the other day. Took my little John boat out. Fished for about 3 or 4 hours. It's coming back in to the dock there where I had my little trailer at. My trolling motor was I thought it was just about dead. My boat was barely moving. Well, I was coming up just about near the dock, and there's some construction workers on the side of the bank there doing some work. I don't know what they were doing, but Mr. Tough Fisherman there. I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Like that, and I got my hand on my little trolling motor, just barely moving. And they all pointed at me and were laughing like, yeah. I thought there was,
What, Nick? Thinking you were good looking or something?
I don't know what
Did any of them whistle at you?
No. I thought, man, I'm cool sitting in the boat while they're over there working. But I was afraid I wasn't going to make it back to the little slip dock there with my boat, because like I said, my trolling motor, the battery is I thought it was just about dead. And then I just happened to turn around and look, and my rope to my anchor was strode out far as you could see, then it went in the water. I forgot to pull my anchor.
That's
funny. I was dragging everything on the bottom of the lake there with that little trolling motor. That's what those guys were laughing at.
None of them pointed to it or either?
Well, they were pointing, but I thought it was like, hey, look at that cool guy out there.
He's cool. Yeah.
I didn't know they were laughing at me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but that rope, I think, is like 30 feet strung out back behind me. And I was fishing in a lake called Stumpy Creek.
Stumpy Pond, isn't it?
Stumpy Pond.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lake, but
it's a big old lake. They call it Stumpy
Pond. It's a lake.
Pond.
It's full of stumps. I don't know why I didn't snag one coming through there. But I thought my battery was about dead. I was pulling my anchor the whole way.
That's funny.
Anyway.
I'm glad nothing like that ever happens to me. Hey, before we go any further, I'd like to say I don't usually smoke, but when I do, I smoke a pipe. I think that's the best way to go if you're going to smoke anything. And you can just enjoy it for 30 minutes and just kick back, sit there on the porch and just smoke your pipe, and it's enjoyable. So, what kind of instant coffee are we drinking today, Nick?
We're not drinking no instant coffee. We are drinking store-bought coffee. I didn't have time to roast any this week, so I do have some store-bought coffee, and we had to have something to go with it. So
it is good. I was just messing with you.
I'm not sure what. I think it might be Maxwell House or something. I don't know. That's okay. Anyway, anything interesting happen to you? Any
embarrassing
stories or anything?
Well, I got an embarrassing moment. This has happened years ago when my son was young. He was probably about 3 or 4. We were on our way to their grandparents, and I just had to go to the bathroom. I didn't think I was going to make it. And, my stomach was just churning over and over, and I told my wife, I said, stop here at Frank Arberger's. I'll go in and use the bathroom, and you guys can order and we'll go ahead and we'll eat here, and then we'll go. And so I get out of the car, and I can just barely make it over to. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been locked up, but like you'll be walking, then all at once there'll be a pain, and you just gotta stop, and you're just standing there, and you can't move forward or backwards. You're just trying to get through it. Well, anyhow, on my way into the restroom, I had an accident, and
you telling this on?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I'm never going to meet any of these people anyhow. But anyhow, I go in to the restroom and I lock the door. Thank goodness it was a one-person restroom. And so I'm in there and I'm going to the bathroom. I said, I made a decision. I said, I'm going to just go ahead and cut my underwear off of me and throw it away, because it was too far gone to save it. So I guess I'd been in there a while. My wife had already ordered. They sat down, and now she's concerned why I've not come out of the bathroom. I guess she's afraid I got mugged or something. So anyhow, she sends the 4-year-old boy to the restroom. He knocks on the door, and I say, "Who is it?" He says, "Josh." So I let him in, and mistake number one. So I let him in, and he's standing there, and I told him, I said, "Go back to the table and tell your mom I'll be with her in a little bit." And so I opened the door and let him out. As soon as the door shut, I hear, "Mom, Dad had an accident, and he's in there cutting his underwear off. He's got poop everywhere." So there was no way out. I looked around for a window, but there wasn't any window. So I thought I waited a while, hoping that all the people that heard it had already left. But I guess they wanted to stick around to see the person who did all this. So I get all cleaned up. I open up the door. And I'm telling you, there must be 20 people outside. They all turn around and they're all looking at me like... And I look at my wife, and she's sitting there just laughing her head off. And yes, I was very embarrassing. It was one of those moments.
I would imagine.
Yes, I've led a Peter Pan life, because it seems like I've never grown up. I've always had these accidents. And it's always been something that would be a childish experience. So it's like every week I have one embarrassing moment after another. So yes, that was one of my most embarrassing moments.
Okay.
So I know it's not as good as that John boat thing with the...
I don't know. I think he just blew me out of the water.
So, but anyhow, that was one of my most embarrassing moments. But
Cool.
yeah, I'm glad I could share that with you.
Oh, thank you, Chet.
Yeah. And,
Well,
got anything else?
I don't think we topped that one. So.
Hey, you wanted to talk about... Did you get a chance to talk about our 5... did you say anything about our 5 Froggy Mortons that we smoked last week?
If you didn't catch our last video, we did a video on the Frog Morton countdown. What we did, we counted down our least favorite to the number one favorite, and you can't go wrong with any of those Frog Morton blends. They're all excellent blends, but we do have our favorites. So we started with number 5 and counted them down to number 1. If you haven't seen that video, check it out and leave us a comment and and let us know what your top 5 are, or your number 1. We'd be glad to hear your comments about that.
And then you also told me before we started this that was about a guy that had a video that you really liked out there.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Jay Piper. If you ever want to really learn a lot about pipe tobaccos, tune in to Jay Piper. He's got his channel on YouTube in the pipe community. He does an excellent job of pipe reviews, and you can't go wrong. If you really want some serious information, check out Jay Piper. I don't think you'll be disappointed with him. Well, that's about all I got, though.
Well, that's enough. I think we've totally embarrassed ourselves on this one, so I don't have anything else, Nick.
All right, well, all right. You two pipe smokers, take care. Live free or die.